What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Listen, I forgot to change that intro slide, so forgive me for that. I'll make sure to change it next time. But we're gonna keep things rolling. 9:30 is here. It is happening. So let's dive into the charts. And before we do, just want to let you guys know that I did change my charts a little bit. So warning, these are pretty bright. It's not in dark mode anymore. But here we go. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all the YouTube stuff. All right, here we go. First 9:30 candle dropping us just a little bit. And there's a couple of things, right? We'll talk about this in just a second, but we've got invalidation of some SMTs up there. I was hoping they would hold, but they did not. So invalidation of those SMTs is happening now. And then there is a child behind me crying. Give me 1 second. I need to adjust this camera. Zoom. Oh, yes. There we go. That's better. And then I can just do like a little effect. But I'm going to keep it like this. All right. Also, turn that music down. Oh, yeah. This is good music. Hi, good. You going to go with mama? Okay, go with mama. Should I... You know what? I'm actually going to take my headphones off. I'm going to play this music through my speakers. So if it goes through my mic, I don't get flagged. Okay, this is better. I like this because then I can hear what I'm saying. I can hear a lot of things. Let's dive into it, shall we? Weekly. Let's look at the weekly. So there's a lot of things. Let me take you here. Oh no, let's go here. And then we'll go here. Boom. There's a lot of things that are happening here, right? There's a lot of weekly opening gaps above. We are moving into a weekly fair value gap. You can see that marked out here. Let me get rid of a lot of these things so you can see this better. And I'll talk about this trade that I attempted to the downside back into this gap. Never happened. We just continue ripping to the upside. But let me show you what I saw. Let's get rid of this and this. And is that an SMT? Yeah, it is. SMT. No SMT anymore. Get rid of that, get rid of that. And here we are. This is the market. So we open high overnight, right? We did this huge gap up to the upside. And basically what I want to see is, are we going to continue this? Is this going to continue to hold, or are we going to drop lower? There's some interesting things happening, right? We talked about that on Friday. And so this overnight attempt that I did was not to hold all the way back down, right? It was simply just, can we tap into this gap to maybe propel us to the upside? And that just never happened. That never took place. So, yo, this light is so bright. Hold on. Oh, much better. Oh, yeah. This is A plus. A plus lighting. Okay. So what do we do? Open higher, right? Gap up to the upside. Everything gapped up, right? Everything gapped up. And immediately, soon after, we had this, we had this pullback, and then we got this SMT up here. I was like, well, is this going to be sort of just a failed swing to the upside, or are we gonna have an actual continuation, right? And so far, we have a continuation, and it's strong. Like, oh, all overnight we've been just pushing up. So all yesterday on Friday, right, from 9:30 open to now, it has just been a strong push to the upside. So I'm not expecting a lot in terms of, hey, we're just going to come and drop all the way back down here, right? We've invalidated a couple of SMTs up here. There is one, however, that continues to hold. there is one that continues to hold, right? And that's weekly, last week's highs. So it would go something like this. So weekly sequential SMT between RTY. So weekly cycle, boom. Weekly cycle sequential SMT with RTY. We want this in the center. Boom. So that's the only SMT. As soon as we invalidate this up here on RTY, this is gone, and that's it. Uh, we're moving into this new week. I expect us to move into this weekly, either the opening gap, I'm sorry, the fair value gap inside of an opening gap inside of a inversion fair value gap. As soon as we get into here, I want to see us either manipulate for a pullback continuation or a strong push to the upside, then manipulate in here to continue higher, right? But this is a beautiful move. This is a beautiful move. Huge rejection on this BPR. You can see that here. Also, let me know if, yeah, I'm streaming. Okay, let me know if let me know if you like these charts or if you prefer me to go back to these charts. I honestly, okay, to be honest, I just went with these charts because it's brighter on up here, so it just becomes like a nice light panel for my face when I'm streaming, and I don't know, I'm kind of digging them. I am. So anyways, that's that. Also, guys, remember to join the Discord. Join the Discord. It is free. Link in the description below. So yeah, link in the description below. It will be there. Right now, I'm just looking through there. We've got a couple of people jumping on a couple of trades. Nice. Yeah, definitely be careful, right? Look at this. Boom. Huge rejection. For what? Maybe a continuation, right? Let's look at the 15-minute. Boom. Yeah. Okay, there it is. So here is our SMT. Where is it? Yeah, this is perfect. This is our SMT to continue higher. Now, if we drop to the 1 minute, you can see changing the state right there. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Target what? The top of this gap? Right in here? That would be a good target, right? That would be a good target. We have SMT up there. Honestly, yeah, that'd be a pretty good target. Okay, if we drop back to the CISD. Oh, wait, that's not a CISD. My bad. My bad. CISD is right here. So, CISD. Right. Oh, hold on. Let me log into this bad boy. Where's my twang at? This looks good. Yeah, I would just wait, right? If you want to play a continuation, by all means, go for it. I don't know that I want to play a continuation. I don't know. I think I've got to get better at actually playing the continuations because let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love them. But there's a clear target, right? SMT. This is literally just the same setup but for continuation. I'm just gonna wait until we hit any of these fair value gaps up here. All right, RTY, where are you? Yeah, RTY is. I mean, RTY already tapped into that one, or no, it hasn't. I'll be looking for RTY to tap into this right here. Weekly FVG low. And then you can see, yeah, we've invalidated that right there on RTY for any shorts here. Shorts are out of play at this point. Bears, my bad. Bears are out of play at this point. I wouldn't be looking for anything crazy. I'd be just waiting to see what happens. 9:45 is coming up, right? We have news at 9:45. Remember that. 9:45 news. Flash services PMI, and then flash manufacturing PMI in 2 minutes. So keep that in mind as we move into the news, right? Let's get it. Yeah, this is I don't know. I don't love Monday. 9:42. Yeah, this would be a um this looks good for a continuation higher. Get it here below your that CISD, right? That was up. This is a 5-minute CISD right here. Closed above. Entry target up there. This is a nice almost 2-to-1. Let's see. Yeah, what is there? It is. If you want to get the top of the gap, it's like a 3-to-1. But if you want to get inside of this weekly inversion, then that's maybe a 2-to-1 if you close it in. Let's redefine our entry point. If that's our entry right there, right? Stop loss down here. There's our 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1. A 3-to-1 looks pretty good. Right to the top of that gap. Entry is right below that CISD. But there's no fair value gaps. I mean, we got a couple here. Do we have, yeah, SMT here? So 2 SMT stacked for continuation higher. This looks pretty good. All right, looking to target 3-to-1 up here. You would have had maybe half of that risk met. See how this plays out. That would have been 1-to-1. So for all you 1-to-1 traders, there it is. While we do that, right, this would be See, and that's the thing. I don't know that I would even take this on. Man, I mean, it looks good. It does look good. It looks good for continuation. Not gonna lie. Yeah, this looks good. I just wouldn't take size on it because we're so far into the target. This could just reject to the downside, right? Like if we look at it like this, we've got a looks like a 15-minute SMT possibly. If we don't keep if this doesn't continue, this could be an SMT, take us lower. But we look at all of this. Look at I mean, holy frick. Okay. To rebalance of this move is right here. 50% of this move falls right here. Previous ice, basically. Yeah, I mean, it's 9:46. I'd expect us to go now. I would expect us to go now, right? That's the plan. That's what I'd like to see. There is no this SMT is no longer valid. See how we took it here? But actually, let's just trade idea there. Man, I am excited to be done with this early here because I want to go and do some other stuff. I'm excited to get off of these charts. 9:47, so 10:10, we're done. 10:10, we're done, and we're pushing. That would have been awesome, right? This entry here, you can see like how we painted that bias. Now, if you want to get into like a lot more of how do we know this? How do we know this is gonna hold? How do we know where we might want to go? Well, all we do is just take our last small time frame SMT, right? Our swing low and our swing high, and figure out where that lands. Look at that. -2, 2.5. Negative our 3 to 1 is right there. Our new week opening gap is right there. The bottom of a weekly fair value gap is right there. So all of this is lining up for us to continue higher. You can see how I'm literally just playing what the chart is giving me as much as I don't want to, right? I am at heart, I'm a bear. Like I'm bearish on the market for the most part. And I love being a bear on the market. Right? Doesn't mean that I'm a like I hope that everything just dies or everything, but I, I love how the downside plays. I do. It's quicker, it's faster, and it just plays better with the model that I'm using. So with that said, just be careful. Be careful on how are you playing this stuff. You remember on Friday, I think, or Thursday? No, Friday, we had that move, right? We took this entry we took a long entry here. We took this long on no, right here. We took this long on Friday, right? And we said, all right, 2.5 is somewhere around here. Cool. It almost got met. Then we chopped around here all day. And then at 3:40, 3:45, we finally got our 2 to 1. Or sorry, our -2 standard deviations from this move, this was a huge move. This was an all-day move from 9:30 to 4, basically. Right? And we've just covered that overnight. If you look at this, right? If we look at this from here to here, right? 1.9%. Well, 1.3%. Okay. I mean, it's a big move for an overnight, right? So anyways, that's how I'm looking at this, right? I'm like, all right, cool. If this is going to play, where can I expect price to reach into? And I'm just looking at these SMTs. I'm literally looking at this. I'm like, all right, -2 sounds like a great target. That sounds like a great target. It aligns with with where direction is going. It aligns with targets that are actually there. And I can trust this model as much as it sucks to be like, yeah, let's play along here on at these highs, because we could definitely get a pullback and then all of a sudden we can dump, right? For example, I'm looking at this and it's like, all right, well, we're starting to get some SMTs here. All right, we're starting to get some SMTs for this sort of pullback. And then I'm looking, are we gonna make another SMT here? Right? So you can see RTY is sort of the weaker asset. It's gonna give us this RTY is probably gonna give us an SMT with here, down here, right? So this could come back down, right? Not necessarily take us out if this is, yeah, RTY can give us an SMT. I'd like to see, yeah, I'd like to see RTY give us an SMT here with this low, right? That'll make this, that'll propel this for continuation higher. I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope that makes sense. Hey, do me a huge favor. Please like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, make sure you join the Discord, okay? Discord is on the links below. I think it's on the links below. If it's not, please let me know. But yes, down on the first link below. I think you'll enjoy it. I really do. It's a community where we get to trade with each other, where we get to share each other's thoughts on the market. Like for example, I took let's talk about that overnight, the attempt that I made. And because I took that overnight, I did. And let me see. Sorry, I've got to make sure that link is working for you guys. Invites. Okay, here it is. Oh, I see. Invites. Oh, okay. Sorry. Wrong link. That one's still valid, but this one's it. It's that one. It's that one. All right, that's the link. Link in the description below. Now it is updated. It's ready to go. So, also I did a couple of things with the thumbnails, right? I did, I basically have it so it shows the day that we're doing the lives, that we're doing these sessions and trading. So I hope that helps. Yeah, this was a beautiful entry here. Beautiful entry right below our CISD. Right? We basically closed above CISD. This is a 5-minute CISD, by the way. Believe that's a 5-minute. Yeah. CISD, right? Closed above. OTE of this, meaning just optimal trade entry. If we do, let me not simplify this. Right there. OTE is going to be right here. Let's see. Yeah, 70% of this range got covered right into OTE. Boom. And then take us higher. I'm not taking this one. I'm not taking this one. I'm waiting for us to hit up here somewhere. And then I'll look to take, right? So I'm waiting for -2 to get met. I want to see us, I honestly want to see us tap into that fair value gap. That's what I'm waiting for. It's 9:54. So I don't know that we'll get it in the next 10 minutes, but that's what I'll be waiting for. And here then I'll be probably looking for a setup if we get one. But I'm not going to be forcing anything. Previous week highs. All right. Also, if you guys want to see these alerts, I've got them on, let me show you. I've got them Boom, there's our Discord. These alerts are taking place even when I'm not in the chart. So you can know when these things are happening. You can know, you can be alerted. Like, hey, this is what I'm seeing, and if it helps you, use it. Right? But these are great alerts, and I set them up every single day after the trading session is done, and then this way you can be alerted as the next day plays out. Yep. Of And that's it, y'all. And now we just wait. Now we just wait. What is going on here? What is this? So how would I manage this trade? How would I actually go about managing all of this, right? So one of the biggest things I want to make sure we're gonna follow the same concept of what I did here, right? The same theory of looking at price. We're gonna follow it here. Let me show you. I want to show you guys the actual trade that I got into last night that did not play out. It stopped me out, but I want to show you why I got in, and I want to show you afterwards maybe why I shouldn't have gotten in, and why price continue to move higher. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, there's times where I'll miss these things, right? So keeping track of like multiple things that happened in the past week, keeping track of multiple plays that are still active. And then when they get invalidated, it's a lot. So being able to just see them first and then recognize them and understanding where they're going, why they would go there, and how is going to be a big part of what I'll be doing moving forward, right? So I'm learning from this. I'm learning a lot from this. But anyways, Friday we have this trade. This was beautiful. All right, but that's over. And then Monday opens, huge gap up. I'm like, shoot, all right. I was just doing a couple of things on my computer. I always have my charts up here. I'm just always watching them. Doesn't mean I'm always trading. I'm just always watching them, right? But I saw this, right? We took liquidity, right? I At first I was like, oh, are we gonna take this high? Barely tapped it, right? Barely tapped it. Like we didn't get into it. We we didn't run this. We didn't run it here. We didn't run it here. And we didn't run it here. Right? So price was on RTY was way down here. We were inside a new week opening gap on RTY, right? We were above the new week opening gap on all the other assets, right? So I was looking at this. I was looking at RTY. But once we got this fail, right? And I was like, all right, cool. That's cool. Get this down. Then we get this sweep. And then I'm looking. I'm like, oh, now we've got a sweep. All the other assets didn't sweep this, right? Okay. We could form an SMT here, right? This is an SMT here on the other assets, right? But the only problem is there is no sweep. This was just the initial sweep. So this SMT, I'm thinking, all right, well, is this gonna hold? Is this valid? Right? Everything else didn't make it, didn't sweep anything or anything. So is this our manipulation, right? To go lower and then create a second SMT, right? After the first one, and then continue dumping. And when I say dumping, I was just looking for this range. I was looking for us to tap into this gap. So if we go to the 3-minute, right? We have this SMT. We know that. We have this SMT there, right? And then I'm looking and I'm like, all right, cool. And then we put in a second SMT, a little baby SMT up here. I'm like, all right, well, this looks good, right? So I'm looking, and we continue just chop sideways. And then we put in this SMT, right? With RTY. This was an SMT with RTY from here. um, where was it? Yeah, like from here to here. And so I believe I think I was in the 1 minute at this point because we're just not moving anywhere. We couldn't displace any higher from here. And this was basically what I was expecting. I was expecting, all right, well, if this is an SMT here, right? If this is our SMT, then we have our where is it? No, mine was right here. Yeah, I think I got in here. Shoot, I don't remember. Where did I get it? Let me see. I put it on the Discord, so if you want to go and check it out, you can. 211375. 211375. Right here. I got in here. 211375. My entry was here. My stop loss was at what? 20. My stop loss was right here. This was shoot, where was my execution here? And then CISD. Yo, maybe I'm looking at this all wrong, yeah. What was I looking at here? Oh my Lanta. This is gonna drive me nuts. Oh, okay. Here's our CISDs, right? Yeah, okay. Here's my CISDs. Yeah, this is what I was looking at right here. Okay, so this is a better I'm glad I intentionally left these on here just because I wanted to know what I was looking at. I believe this was a 5-minute CISD. Because I'll forget a bunch of these trades and how they played out. But if I leave it on the charts, yeah. So then this is our 5-minute CISD right here. No, this was a 6-minute CISD. Yeah. 6-minute CISD. All right. We have the 3-minute or either 1 minute 45 or 45-second CISD there. That's our 1-minute CISD. Right? We pull back into here, and then I get an entry at the CISD or around here, and my stop, it's actually not all the way up here, but just below, because I knew that if we were going to continue higher, then I don't need to, I'd rather get stopped out. This should not be basically traded back into, right? If this is a valid SMT here, let me show you in the 6-minute. It's probably a little bit clearer. On the 6-minute, here is a valid. Here's an SMT. All right, from here to here with RTY. RTY barely failed to take this high. Or maybe it did. And this is just me reviewing, basically reviewing my trades, right? That's all I'm doing. Oh, okay. Yo, what are you doing? What is this? What the heck? What is this? Uh, get out of here, bro. What are you doing? Yeah, I mean, honestly, now looking back at it, I'm like, dude, what was I doing here? What was I looking at? Right? And that just tells you maybe I shouldn't have been doing this. But I did anyway, so I just want to update you guys on it, right? Be real with y'all. I took this entry for a loser, and that was that. That was that. You can see I was looking for this target, right? The top of this gap. I wasn't even looking at this -2. I was looking at the top of the gap. This gave me that, right? But then ultimately, this was just chop. I shouldn't have been in here. If it is that hard for me to look at and find, that just tells me right away I shouldn't have been in here. Right? Do you see how hard it was for me to just pinpoint where I was getting in? Like that just automatically tells me, hey, shouldn't have been in there, man. Shouldn't have been in there. But hey, it is what it is. Let's take a look at here on NQ. How is this one playing out? 2-1 would have been met. If you are a 2-1 trader, this is perfect. You're done. You're done for the day. Right? You're done for the day. Nothing else. Nothing else you need to do here. 2-1 and be done, right? Depending on what your risk is and everything, that's it. You're done. But for me, again, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. We're getting this first tap right now. We're getting this first tap, but I would like to see us tap into that weekly fair value gap. Do we have that marked out on? Yeah, we do. We have it marked out there. We have it. This one's already, yeah, this one's already hit. So no need to do that there. We are in that fair value gap on our TY. I am gonna mark this one out. I'm gonna mark this one. This one's gonna be inversion fair value gap. Weekly IFVG low. We're gonna change this to be to the right. So then I can basically see and know, okay, are we moving into that? Is that where price wants to go right now? Or what? So let's do this to the right. Okay. And we know that this is our weekly fair value gap high. No, that can't be it. That's the low. That's the low. Why do I have it as high on both? Yo, this is yeah, that's low. That's low. Okay. I don't know why, but I did. So that would have been your 2-1 there, right? And that's why I'm like, this I don't like. It's so far up there. I don't like. I mean, this could continue to just dump. You could get this 50% retracement of this whole move of this gap up, and then you get the actual move. I don't know. I don't know. No SMT though. That's good. I'd still hold this. I just didn't get in on this one. I took an L overnight, so I just need to be patient. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna look for what could work, right? I'm not gonna have. This is something I would have taken if I didn't take that L overnight, right? SMT, right? Little baby SMT here, right? Manipulation. And look, another SMT here. So this would have been the actual SMT here, right? SMT. This is beautiful with ES. This is a beautiful SMT. You know, the strongest asset at this point is NQ, right? Look at that. Tap back into our CISD. And then what? Are we going to get the real move? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. RTY, what are you doing, bro? What you doing? Hello, how you doing? All right. I mean, we have this SMT there. Yeah, this is good. This looks good. This is how I would let this play out. You guys, it's 10-10. It's 10-11. 10-11. So this is the let's see if we get this, right? Target is right there, 2363. Our entry was right here, or would have been here, right? 262675. Or sorry, 20,262.75. Stop loss. At this point, you can just de-risk half of it, right? But original stop loss would have been at around 20,228. That's it. Not looking for anything else. That is it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. YM drop below this low. If you can drop below this low, that looks good. That'll look good for I mean, even now it looks good for. No, it doesn't. Not yet. Anyways, stay safe out there. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to subscribe, like, join the Discord. First link in the description below. But yeah, that's it. Y'all, thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.